Okay, what do you think of my umbrella hat? Totally look like I'm about to go on a boat, but I'm not. I mean, it's August, so I could, but I do not have a boat, alas. Anyway, yes, you saw the thumbnail, you saw the title. Today, we are talking about proof that you are a 2000's kid. You know you're born in the 2000s when you have, what, Cranium? I was about to say Brainiac, but I'm like, well, I guess that's one of their games. I guess that's one of Cranium's games. But yeah, Cranium. Everyone, I feel like most kids that were born in the early 2000s were like Cranium. We've all played it. Actually, Caribou was one of my favorites. Just put the key in, and then you're like, and then you try to open the treasure. Oh, it was so great. Let's see. What is another 2000s thing? I feel like a lot of cartoons could go into this category. Like, a lot of them. Yes. Don't know why I keep doing this with my hands. My blush is totally gross. It's like chipping. Yeah, so, I mean, Avengers vs. Mightiest Heroes, Backyardigans, Wonder Pets, Dora the Explorer, Diego. I feel like there's more. I mean, obviously all the PBS Kids shows. I didn't watch. I mean, yeah, the Odd Ones Out made a video about like growing up with no cable. I watched some of the same things. Like I also watched Cyber Chase, and I feel like there was a few episodes of like Dragon Tales that I watched, but I don't know. Like he didn't watch. Like, he grew out of it by the time I got into it, because I remember Wild Kratts, Word Girl, Martha Speaks. There's more, and I don't remember them, but there's more that I watched, and I don't know. I feel like I watched some Curious George. Phineas and Ferb was more of a 2010 thing, but I also watched that. Actually, was it more like 2011 or 2012? I don't know. I want to say things like fashion or like shirts or something that people wore at the time, but being born in the 2000s, I don't remember that stuff. I don't know. Like, let's see. I feel like there was stuff that was like really popular, but I don't remember. I mean, a lot of Disney movies were new. Let's see. Well, Frozen. I remember Moana, Big Hero 6. What was the other one? I totally should not have like recorded so early. My brain is like not cooperating with me. What is something that came out in... Oh my gosh. Incredibles, like that actually came out the year I was like, that movie is like old. Uh. What are toys that were new, like in 2000? I can remember it's like the cartoons. I mean, it was when they were like doing like the more like current My Little Ponies, you know, like the really like tiny ones with like the eyes that are like this big. Yeah, I don't. I I remember having a few of those, but I feel like I had the ones like just before that. Like there's like the old ones, and then there's like the middle, and then there's like the really new ones. I had like the last two. Let's see. Um, oh, my brain is like not remembering the names. You know, like those like little like plastic beads, and you could like I don't remember what they're called. You know, it's like similar. My brain. This video is just me trying to remember things that I don't remember. Lip gloss rings. Those were fun. I just barely like found some, like I found like a one in my basement, and I'm like, yes. Hmm. Hmm. Let's see. Mr. Sketch markers. I'm desperate here. I don't, because I was just barely alive at the time. I'm like, what is there that like happened? I remember iPod Nano. You know you're real old if you remember having an iPod Nano. Oh my gosh. Because, I mean, like phones nowadays are like this big. Like they're huge. Like, it's like a tiny iPad. They're like big. And the Nano wasn't necessarily a phone. It was kind of like a little music player. You know, it was like an iPod. I don't know. Pop Tropica. I feel like every kid in that era played it. Like, I specifically didn't, but I remember like peering over my brother's shoulders when they played it. So it's kind of there. It's kind of in my brain. What's that cow? Is it called Cowabunga? You know that game? I had it on my iPod, and well, not my iPod, but yeah, I remember like we had like this little game, and it would like it was a cow that jumped off a cliff, and you had to make sure it landed on like a lifeboat, and then take it to like the other side. That game was fun. And then there's like Jetpack Joyride and Fruit Ninja that came out like just recently. But those games are like so old now. I feel so old. Especially with my umbrella hat. I look so cute in this. I remember Ni Hao Kai Lan. We had like these hats, but like they were like a light baby blue, and it had like Ni Hao Kai Lan on it. That was a good show. Uh, hmm. feel like I had like another game or something. Let's see. I remember Mario Kart was new. I'm so old. We had like one of the earlier Smash Brothers. I remember that. What Legos were new? Like the Friends Legos. You guys remember those? Those were like relatively new. Chima, those were also new. It's like I feel like there were more things. Okay, what about food? Food that was new in 2000. I mean, I remember being around for the thing where Hostess was like, we're done, we're shutting down. And then with like a day or two of complaining, I was like, no, come back. They opened up again. Because, this is America. We like the junk food. I would know. Like yesterday, like 11 a.m., like just after breakfast, I was like, got me a chocolate bar and a bag of Doritos. I'm set. And I just binged YouTube. YouTube wasn't super new, but what were the early YouTubers? Oh man. I remember Dang Matt Smith and like the Odd Ones Out, like Chain Animations. Like those were like, I mean those are still going now, but because of their like huge subscriber counts, they've been doing it for a few years, and I feel like I was like a lot younger like when I first started watching it. Oh my gosh, my eyes. What about music? I feel like every song that is just kind of like sad. Which doesn't sound good, but like, yeah, so I remember, let's see, Bad Day, a lot of Green Day stuff, like Wake Me Up When September Ends, or like 21 Guns. There's, I feel like Hey Soul Sister was just new, Haven't Met You Yet. Like, there were just like a lot of songs that were like really new, and people listened to them like all the time. Something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you have the time of your life. I remember that one. And Hey There Delilah. A lot of like Plain White Tees, like the I have to talk and then my brain is just like, let's see, I think I was like 6 or 7. Like, yeah, because I started in 2011. Like, I remember What Makes You Beautiful was new. Like, One Direction was like on the radio, like all the time. There's more things. There's more songs. Let's see. I also remember, I think Despicable Me was like, like more like early 2000s. I don't know if I actually watched those. I remember there were a lot of Muppets movies. What were some Disney Channel shows? I remember Liv and Maddie. That one's like kind of old. It was like just before that. Austin and Ally. I remember that one. Casey Undercover. I mean, Stranger Things was 2016, and as you guys know, I'm obsessed with it. But, I mean, 2016, I was 12. Yeah. Well, I was a 12-year-old when that show first started being a thing. So, I really only watched it when, the third season came out in, 2019 or something. Because I was a smart 12-year-old. I did not trust my brother's judgment. So, there's that. Star Wars: The Clone Wars, those were relatively new. Because, General Grievous and, yeah, Anakin, Obi-Wan Kenobi, a fourth character that I don't remember. I think, R2-D2 was in it. Yeah. Darth Maul, except he had, spider legs. But going back to Backyardigans, does anyone remember what Uniqua was? Because no one knows. I still remember all their names. I grew up on them, okay? I remember. There was Cecil Uniqua, Tasha, Tyrone, Austin, Pablo. There's one more. That can't be all of them. I feel like there's one. Maybe it was just, yeah, actually, no, never mind. I think it's just 5. More 2000 things. You guys remember, it's not like a Polaroid. What is it called? Those, binocular, binocular, those things? And then, you put, the little, circle, and it has, a bunch of little photos on it, and you, put it in, and then you, there's, this little switch, and you, flip it, and, changes it, because it rotates through the pictures. I remember those. I grew up on some old ones. Some really old ones. Otter Pops. Yes, I remember Otter Pops. Oh, those were so great. Why does no one... No, I feel like no one eats those anymore. I just... It kind of makes me sad. What are those, cracker... Okay, they're, square cracker things, or they come in, circles, and they have, a little filling in the middle. You know what I'm talking about? I remember, the orange ones, where they were, yeah, the orange ones, and they had, either, cheese in some, or, a different pack would have, peanut butter in between it. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? I feel like it's, right on the tip of my tongue, but I don't remember the name. I feel like it's there. What were some books? I feel like there were some big deal books that came out in like 2000s. I remember my brothers read Harry Potter. So those were around at the time. More things. I remember Yo Gabba Gabba. The Wiggles. I watched some Blue's Clues. Land Before Time. That was really great. So good. Like, I feel like last year, like legit, when I'm like still a teenager, and I just like, I got like 2 like Land Before Time DVDs, and I was just like, yes, my happiness. But I still remember some things on VHS. Like, we had like all the Star Wars movies on VHS, and like, I feel like there are other things. You know, like the Exercise VHS. Oh man. But yeah, what books in 2000? So Zoe. I remember reading that one. There's that one about like the fairies. You know what? No one knows that one. Like the Magic Tree House. Does anyone remember Magic Tree House? I don't know if that's specifically what it's called, but I do. I think something Osborne. You know, it's like a little brother and sister. Yeah, I remember Gravity Falls was new. I don't know. I'm running out of time. This video is super long and it's really hot upstairs, so I'm gonna go downstairs. Gotta eat my food because it's almost 10 in the morning. Yeah, hope you enjoyed with my patriotic shirt and my umbrella hat and my scrunchy, you know, real 2000s up in here. So, yeah. Bye, guys. You didn't even see my hand, you just saw my arm. It's a Star Wars thing. Yeah. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I'm sorry that this video is so long and such a waste of time.